The latest now on that mysterious monolith that appeared and then disappeared in the middle of the Utah desert. You see it right there. Will Reeve has the details. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, George. It showed up so randomly in a place so remote that a bunch of people only half-jokingly decided that it had to be aliens, which in any other year would have been the story of the year. Now, just like that, poof, it's gone.
Another mysterious monolith has appeared, this time in the United Kingdom, and it comes with a reflection.
Hey, what's up? Before we get into today's story, I just wanted to say thanks to all my subscribers. This channel now has 1K.
You like me right now. You like me.
I know that's not a lot in comparison to a lot of people, but it is pretty cool knowing that commercials are playing before my videos, some of them at least. Today I wanted to talk to you about the monoliths that have been showing up everywhere in 2020. I'm sure you've heard about it in the news because it's been everywhere, but I haven't seen anyone go into detail about why these monoliths are here, what are they, how'd they get here, all that. And you know that detail is what I do best. The whole monolith craze began in November 18th of 2020. On that day, biologists working for the Utah Department of Natural Resources were flying across the desert in a helicopter counting bighorn sheep when they discovered a three-sided 10-foot tall sculpture in the middle of the desert.
They've cut it in?
What the heck is that?
Yeah, it's not. Okay. Who does this kind of stuff? Yeah.
It's interesting how it comes right. It's right at.
Yeah.
It's pointed right at the human crack.
Yeah. That is just wild.
After the monolith was discovered, people used Google Maps and found out that it was placed there sometime after 2014. People are comparing this monolith to the one in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey. You have to remember that the Utah desert is mostly red rock, so it's really hard to build on, and it's also protected lands. Officials said that the location was remote, but they would not give out the exact coordinates because they didn't want people going out there and getting lost in the desert. But the coordinates were posted on Reddit, and a lot of people did go out there and on the way because, you know, there's no toilets or trails in that area. Hundreds of people hiked out there and got videos and pictures for their TikToks and their YouTubes. On November 30th, a group of 4 men came and removed the monolith.
They probably do. Okay, boys, let's move it. Are we going straight down?
Training. The safe word is run.
One photographer who was there said that the men said,
You got your photos and then just gave it a couple of big pushes and it like just leaned over. And that's when the rest of them came up and all 4 of them pushed it over to the one side and then pushed it back to the other side and it just fell straight onto the ground.
Just like that, Ross watched the monolith that captivated and mystified people across the globe topple over.
Right after it had fallen over and made a loud thud, they said, one of them said, this is why you don't leave trash in the desert. And as they loaded it up, were loading it up and walking away, they just said, leave no trace, and left.
Someone wrote "bye" bit in tire tracks on the sand where the monolith was, and ever since that was found, there have been monoliths propping up all over the world. There was another one discovered when I woke up this morning. There will probably be more discovered by the time this video is posted.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Stargazing mega fast, you hit me like a cosmic blast. You're giving me a technicolor world, putting me in overdrive. Speed of light, I'm so alive. Could you be my supernova girl? Interplanetary, megastellar, hydrostatic. There's no gravity between us. Our love is automatic. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Visions of your pretty face send me into hyperspace, caught up in a planetary whirl. Breathing in, you give me air. I'm living off your solar flare. Could you be my supernova girl? Interplanetary, megastellar, hydrostatic. There's no gravity between us. Our love is automatic. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go.
But I want to stay focused on the monolith that was found in the Utah desert because it's possible that all the other ones are just copycats. So the first theory is, of course, aliens. And I'm not going to pretend to be an alien expert. I've never went down that rabbit hole. But from what I understand from people who are into that stuff, there's enough proof to say that some form of life other than us exists outside this world. But what that looks like and how advanced these species are is up for debate. And according to UFO experts, aliens are not here to conquer the world or anything, but they are interested in us and they're concerned about how we are treating our planet. We've noticed recently there has been more activities toward outer space, you know, with Elon Musk.
Ignition and liftoff of the Falcon 9 to the space station on the first commercial launch from Kennedy Space Center's historic Pad 39A.
In 2020, the race to space is more crowded than ever. Rocket ships and space stations, humans and robots, governments and billionaires, all reaching for the stars. Echoing fierce competitions of the past.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
But today's space isn't just for global superpowers. It's also the pursuit of the super rich.
Together, we can make space accessible in a way that has only been dreamt of before now.
On Launchpad 39A at the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida, America's newest chapter in space is ready to blast off. Here, SpaceX, the company founded by Tesla CEO Elon Musk, plans to launch its Dragon space capsule with 2 NASA astronauts inside.
3, 2, 1.
But why would the aliens put a monolith there? Are they trying to tell us something, send us a message? There's actually Christians who think that the monoliths are a sign of the end times. One theory is that the monolith is an interstellar psychic telephone, which is like a phone to aliens, I guess. It's 2020, so why not? People also speculate that this monolith could be a portal to hell or some other dimension. Some people believe it's a time travel device, some Doctor Who stuff. Some people think that it's a time capsule. Remember when you were a kid and you would put things in a box and hide it under the ground somewhere and say it'll come back 20 years later and you probably never did? Some people think it's that. Another popular theory is that this is some kind of art installation. People think it is the work of artist John McCracken. He had a lot of similar art pieces and he was really into sci-fi and all of that stuff. McCracken's son, Patrick, has actually come forward and he said that as soon as he heard about the monoliths, he remembered a conversation he had with his father one night. John said that he would like to leave his art in a remote place and have someone find it one day. John McCracken passed in 2011, so Did he leave instructions for someone else to put this up? And this wouldn't be the first time an artist has done something like this. You know, there's the fake Prada store in the Texas desert. There's a maze-like structure in a Swedish nature preserve. There's a giant pumpkin on a beach in Japan. And I get it. I guess part of the point of art is to have people pay attention to it. And obviously people have been paying a lot of attention to this story. But I mean, it took people 5 years to find this monolith. If an artist wanted to do that, would they really put it somewhere where it would take years to find? Who knows if anyone would have ever seen it if it weren't for this helicopter. Also speculate that the monolith is some kind of underground bunker or some kind of remnants of bomb testing that went on. People also think that this monolith could be a memorial for a hang glider named Craig Perazzi, who died in the same area of the monolith in 2015. Perazzi was also an accomplished prop master and special effects whiz, so it's very likely he had some friends that could have done this. There's also the Phobos twin theory. I don't know if I'm saying Phobos right, but I'll just go with it. This is a moon for Mars, and it has a similar monolith on it, so is this just like a twin of it? It's also possible that the monolith is just a leftover movie prop because several movies have been shot in that area, including Thelma and Louise and Touched by an Angel. And of course, the whole thing could just be a prank. So as I mentioned, since this monolith has been found, similar monoliths have been popping up literally all over the world pretty much every day. There was actually one found in Pine Mountain, California, but a group of men drove 5 hours to take it down.
Alien obelisks and more of the cross right here, because Christ is king of this country. We don't want illegal aliens from Mexico or outer space. So let's tear this bitch down, come on. Let's go, boys. Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! It's like bolted down right here. America first! Alright, what do we got here?
Hello.
Now you just pull it out.
Here. Oh, here, let me try to push it over the other way.
We're gonna have to dig it out.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, maybe you rotate it like that.
One monolith was found in Romania, and the mayor of the city that it was found in actually commented. And my guess is that some alien, cheeky, and terrible teenagers left home with their parents' UFO and started planting metal monoliths around the world. But yeah, those are all of the theories, so let me know which one you believe in the comment section. Alright, stay safe, have a great holiday, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.
Interplanetary, megastellar, hydrostatic. There's no gravity between us. Our love is automatic. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl.